Samsung is out for blood because they are tired of iPhones dominating sales, and they are after that Apple money. They are after the Apple users, and they recently created a portal where you can go to on your Safari browser on your iPhone, and you can get the full Galaxy One UI experience on your iPhone. So it's really cool. I did this on my iPhone 14 Pro Max, and it works pretty well. When you launch this, you get pretty much the One UI experience on your iPhone. You get to play with a whole bunch of different applications. You get to play with the camera. You can go through the gallery, and you get some tips and tricks on all of the things you can do on One UI. You can even change the theme. You get to play with the smart things, the game launcher, Samsung Health, go through the settings and Galaxy Store, Galaxy Wearables. There's a whole bunch of things in here that they provide for you just to get an idea of what it's like to use a Galaxy phone. And there's even a bunch of tutorial videos just to explain to you and show you what you're missing as an iPhone user. It's obviously not the full-blown experience. You can't do absolutely everything you can on One UI, but it's a good introduction to people who are on an iPhone and want to experience what it's like to have a Galaxy phone. So if you're one of those people, go ahead and check this out. I'll leave it in the description below. It's definitely a fun, sneaky little thing that Samsung is doing to try to poach some of those Apple users. Next, we got some potential news on the performance of the upcoming S24. Now, I know the S23 just came out, but that's how things work. They're already working on next year's phones, and it looks like we might be getting a 50% increase in GPU performance, according to this article by Sam Mobile, which is absolutely insane because usually you get like a 10, maybe 15 to 20% increase in performance year over year, but to see a 50% increase in GPU processing power, that is absolutely insane, and that is going to blow next year's iPhone A17 Bionic chip out of the water. The GPU performance on the S23 this year is already better than that of the iPhone, and it looks like next year is absolutely gonna squash it by a mile. So if you're into mobile gaming, this is definitely great news. All right, next let's talk about the upcoming Z Flip 5 and Z Fold 5. We have some official confirmation from Ice Universe, who said 100% Flip 5 will have a 3.4 inch outer display versus the current 1.9 inch on the current Z Flip 4 lineup. So pretty good news there. We get a much bigger outer display for a lot more real estate, so we'll probably be able to do a lot more with those displays. It will have the same 6.7 inch inner display that it has now. And when it comes to the Fold 5, we're looking at a 6.2 inch outer display with a 7.6 inch inner display. So pretty much same as it's always been. No differences there, but it is rumored to be a little bit lighter by around 9 grams. It's also going to close completely shut and is going to be a little bit thinner as well. So there's not a lot going on here with the Fold 5 models. I don't really think there's much excitement about them or much reason to upgrade to them if you have the Fold 4 or even the Fold 3. So not much happening here, but I guess we'll see when Samsung does the official unveiling. Now, Samsung absolutely dominates the foldable market. They sell more folding phones than any other company. And here's some fun news. They might be releasing a brand new foldable device. That's right. It's called the Z Fold Tab, and it's rumored to be coming out sometime this year, which would be a little bit interesting because that would mean that it would have to already be in production, but we don't have a lot of news or rumors or leaks about this yet. All we know is it is on the way, and it's essentially going to have 2 hinges, so it's going to fold in 2 different places. So it really looks like Samsung is really trying to keep this foldable train rolling while the going is good. Again, we don't have a lot of information about this, but it does look like a pretty interesting device, and I'll definitely be keeping an eye out for any updates that we get. Now moving on to the last story, we got some really good news about the Tab S9 coming up. So all of the Tab S9, so the S9, S9 Plus, and S9 Ultra will be running OLED displays. So no more LCD, which is absolutely an amazing upgrade because OLED have a lot of advantages over LCD, like improved battery life, brighter colors, better contrast, and of course the possibility of using features like the always on display with less battery drain. So definitely really good news for the S9, and it's nice to see that LCD will finally be a thing of the past when it comes to Samsung tablets. And we also got some RAM and storage leaks when it comes to the S9 Ultra from the Twitter user Revegnus. So it looks like we are going to get 3 options: an 8GB RAM version with 128GB of storage, 12GB gigabyte RAM with 256 gigabyte storage, and 16 gigabytes RAM with 512 gigabytes of storage. And one thing to note is that if you look at the 128 gigabytes, it will be using UFS 3.1, so it's not going to be as fast storage. You're going to have a little bit slower read-write speeds than if you go for the higher options like the 256 or 512 gigabyte version. So if you are looking to upgrade to the S9 Ultra, I would recommend you go for the UFS 4.0 just for those higher read-write speeds. Now, we still don't have an official release date for these tablets, but it could be happening sometime in the summer, probably around August or whenever they have their major Unpacked event. But I want to ask you guys, are you looking to upgrade to the S9? I think it's really awesome that they're getting OLED displays across the whole entire lineup. No more LCD. That's a huge one for me. I'm currently using the S6, so this thing is really old. It's starting to really get slow, and I am looking to upgrade to the S9, so I'm definitely excited for it to come out. But you guys let me know if you're looking to upgrade to the S9 and which one are you thinking about getting between the S9, S9 Plus, or S9 Ultra. But there you go, guys. That's going to do it for this video. Now, I want to remind you, if you want to ask me any questions, I will be answering them at the end of this segment on these Friday videos. So if you want, you can go to my Patreon or become a YouTube member, and you can ask me any questions you want, and I will be answering them on this Friday show. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe for future videos to come, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.